Hey, what's up, guys? In this week's Movie of the Week, we're going to be talking about Army of the Dead, directed by Zack Snyder, starring Dave Bautista.
And I was super excited to see Dave Bautista finally get a role outside of wrestling and Drax, which, of course, we love. But it was really, really cool to see him finally get a main role, a movie of his own, and see what he could do behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly, and he killed it. And this movie had a lot of anticipation.
Speaking of killed it, he really did kill those zombies.
He really did.
Yeah,
He
crushed
smashed
them.
them. This movie had a lot of anticipation, excuse me, and as we know, the Zack Snyder released his Justice League Snyder Cut in March.
Yep.
And it done, overall very well.
Yes.
For WB, whether they admit it or not.
Don't listen to him. We know they did.
So there was a lot of fan anticipation on this movie, and I didn't go in thinking it was going to be this epic movie. I went in, confident that it'll be pretty good, and I, wasn't left unhappy. I was really happy with the film. Now, I'm not just talking because I'm biased a little with Zack Snyder, because I am a big Zack Snyder fan. It's okay if you're not.
Yeah,
it's cool. We all have our opinions of people and stuff, and I just really liked it. And
I did too. I loved the scenery and all the Las Vegas aspect to it. I really thought that was super cool, and how the city began to get taken over, and then it kind of fast forward a little bit and it got into it really quick, which I thought was awesome as well. One of my favorite parts of the movie was the tiger. I think it was like a Siberian tiger, the zombie tiger. That was so cool how it
zombie tiger's cool.
Yeah, it was super
It was
cool.
pretty cool. It made me think of Hangover with the tiger.
Yeah. Really cool. But no, it was cool, and it was nice to see not stupid zombies, if you will. These zombies were completely evolved, and they were in charge in a way and growing as a society and living amongst one another.
They were smart.
Yeah, they were doing things human. It was almost like an adaptation of human life, evolving. It was weird.
It wasn't like if you guys ever saw Walking Dead, where they're just walking slowly. They weren't like that. They were quick. They were smart. They were agile, and they were very strong. They were very, very smart, and they coordinated and planned their attacks.
Yeah.
And they followed. They actually had a leader, and it was Zeus.
Yeah, I know, which was creepy.
Pretty cool name, though.
It was. No, it was. It was cool. It was creepy. There was a lot. He was a weird dude. He was a weird zombie.
I liked him a lot, though.
No, he was a freak.
He was cool.
He was cool.
Dude.
Yeah.
I would love to hang out with him.
Have fun. I'm not with you on that one.
Just kidding.
But I don't know. I just thought he was a little bit of a weirdo.
Right. I thought his wife was a little weird.
She was.
Queen Zombie.
Yeah, she was kind of funky, which I kind of thought was weird how she got her head cut off and was still alive.
She was still an angry zombie.
She was still like making all these weird gestures.
Funny.
You thought once he pulled her head out of the bag that it would be nothing, and there's still face movement. I was like, wow, it's actually really, really creepy.
And now we're going to take a quick break to hear about this week's sponsor. This video is sponsored by the Philadelphia Connection, where they bring the action to you. This is a great place for all your autograph needs of your favorite stars. Please visit thephiladelphiaconnection.com for a list of upcoming signings and for any in-stock purchases of your treasured entertainment and sports heroes. Now, the zombies were awesome. So, let's talk about Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista plays Scott Ward, who is obviously ex-military.
Yep.
And he gets confronted by this gentleman.
Yeah, if you will.
Who I like from other movies. And he gets offered $50 million if he will go into Las Vegas and, open a safe and grab a bunch of money. But, once we saw the movie, you thought the motive was money. He really had a different motive.
Yeah, big time. But the really, really cool part that I noticed, that I don't know, a lot of people have noticed, that there was another map there. And this guy, Tanaka, I think his name was sending other teams in before Scott Ward and his team.
He wasn't the first team to go.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. And it was the same exact map, or it looked like the same exact map of what we saw.
It was actually the same schematics that Scott
to
Ward
try to
had.
get into the safe.
So
right?
it begs the question now, obviously the past teams failed to open the safe. this team was able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it just shows that he had a different motive for sending the teams in. And he didn't care about the money. That was just the motive to get the teams to go in to that crazy place. I wouldn't even go. $50 million, no, I wouldn't go.
No.
The guy actually wanted a live zombie head.
Yeah, and it was for some advanced military.
They were going to use it
Yeah.
as like a weapon to
Yeah.
weaponize it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We have zombies contained. Now let's try to weaponize
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which I guess is part of the gimmick and it's funny. But I loved how the containers just circled around Las Vegas and they were all trapped there and they didn't want to leave.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, they're just cool right here.
It was cool. I love the movie, but I just thought it was funny.
Sorry, Zach, we loved it, but don't hate us. Anyway, but yeah, no, it was kind of weird how they were just in one area. And
it annoyed me so much because I love that guy, Garrett Dillahunt.
Yes.
I hope I said his name right. But he was the guy that worked for that guy and got the head, and he turned on the team. I was really upset. He's in Fear of the Walking Dead. And weird thing enough, he actually just got killed off, and he got killed in this movie. So it kind of makes me sad.
Happens a lot.
Double death. But I did not like his character. He made me.
No,
He was good. He was good at making me dislike him.
Yeah, he had one of those roles where it was a little bit disliking, but overall the movie was really, really cool. I loved it. V was one of my favorite characters with the chainsaw.
I call him Vandor.
Yeah, he was really, really cool.
Played by
name.
Omari Hardwick.
Awesome. I'm really excited for his role in the next one, but more importantly, the scene. One of my favorite scenes was him fighting Zeus, and he totally, he got his ass kicked, but it was cool to see him go toe to toe with a zombie.
Yeah. Well,
Really,
I
really
just you saw the emotion and restraint in Zeus when he threatened to drop the head of his queen off the building, and then man,
yep,
like wow,
everything
that just,
done.
You didn't even see it was just.
Which leads you to another question: why was he so still concerned with the head?
Because it's his love.
Yeah, but why? Like, you would think that the head that's it. The zombie's done. I wonder if he could have put the head on another body, possibly, and it could have been.
That's some freaky stuff.
Yeah, because he wasn't as mad about the head being chopped off as he was when it hit. So he knew something could have still been done.
He had the body.
Yeah.
He ripped the unborn. That's another thing. She was pregnant with a baby.
Yeah.
So they could reproduce.
Which is creepy.
Which is kind of creepy.
Yeah, it is.
But shows he ripped out the unborn, and it just shows that they still had that human element within them, which is kind of cool, though.
No, yeah, definitely. It makes you think, is it all human and all zombie? You know what I mean? I kind of still feel like there's still a human element maybe still trapped inside of their brain somewhere.
Though.
Yeah. Very little, but it's still weird that there's still something in there.
Well, it's like a virus that like messes up that takes over the brain. And
yeah, no, it does make sense. But it's still something that's still there. Mm-hmm. But I still wanted to see what would have happened if the queen zombie was connected to another body, and could he have put the baby? I don't know. Like, would the baby been able to survive still?
Maybe we'll see something crazy in the sequel if they make one.
Which I think they're gonna.
Probably. I really liked how the movie ended with Omari Hardwick, Vander, on the plane.
That was cool.
And just it revealed that he was bit and he was starting to get sick.
And it seemed like he was holding it off for a while.
Yeah, he looked pretty good up until that part on the plane.
Even with Scott.
He was about to party with the girls.
Yeah,
man.
even with Scott. Scott, after he got bit, it seemed like he was holding on to it for a while, which it didn't really make a little. It was a little sense to me.
So it probably took some time for it to start affecting him.
But he was bitten by Zeus, so I was like, oh, he probably should get turned immediately because he's the head dog.
I would think, but not necessarily.
Yeah,
but it's a little bit. It wasn't like a serious.
It made
bite.
sense because it kind of gave a
he didn't
like
die.
A good, no,
so
yeah,
it took time for it to. Take
it gave
over
a good
rather than
farewell to his daughter and all that, but it made sense.
Yeah.
But I wonder, if Omari is going to be the new Zeus for the sequel.
I think so. Yeah,
which would be really, really cool.
Wonder,
he was a great actor, man. Really, really did a good job.
Yeah. I wonder where it's going to go from here. I really hope they make a second one.
I was hearing that they may make an animated prequel.
I heard that too.
Which would be really,
that would be cool. As
long
as Zack Snyder's part of it.
He will be, no matter what.
What rating would you give this film out of 10?
A 10. I loved it. It was great. The trailer was amazing. It got me super excited, super pumped for it. Yeah, definitely. I loved it, man.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was pretty solid.
It was.
I went in with low expectations and left, very very happy.
Yeah, with zombie movies, you kind of have
solid
to go
9 out
with,
of 10. Zach didn't disappoint me, and I hope he can continue this and one day continue his Snyderverse.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for tuning in on this week's Movie of the Week. I'm Chris.
I'm Sean.
And we are
Nerd to Nerd. Thanks for watching.